Alright, hello, welcome to my humble opinion, and you know what that means, all new political life video blog is on. So you might think it's so sorry about this one. So here's your worst nightmare. Turn to theblaze.com because Ted Cruz, he'll be on later on today on my Wordplay Wednesday on my radio show on the Blaze Radio Network, and so is Sirius XM's 111 Triumph. I did talk to Ted Cruz about this one, but who knows? But anyways, Ted Cruz accepted offer to discuss gun rights in a person with, yeah, you guessed it, Alyssa Milano. You always want to talk about guns. So we're gonna do this. That is today. You know what I'm talking about. My political life, that starts now. And so is later on, it's going to be my Campus Life video blog, and so is brand new media alert. So you just had to trust me about this as far as we're concerned. Anyways, here's why it should be interesting. Because Senator Ted Cruz has been accepted the challenge to discuss gun rights with, you guessed it, yeah, that's right, you know who, Alyssa Milano. That's right. Now here's my observation for you. A meeting between the two, which Milano previously promised to expose us conservative senators full of that B-word, bad language, will reportedly to take place in Washington, D.C. So I need to know, what are the details as far as we're concerned? Yes, Milano requested a huge meeting with Senator Ted Cruz after, you guessed it, the two previously exchanged words on their Twitter accounts about the Second Amendment. Now, over the weekend, Milano asked where in the Bible it guarantees the rights to gun ownership. And here's Ted Cruz responded this one for yourself. Had a response with a well-considered essay on gun rights, as well as some history on the subject. And that's why Milano. Now here's why. Milano wrote, said, here it is. I love to come in and meet with you on the gun issue and many other issues that includes life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. And Ted Cruz, and also 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 8. Oh, here we go. Get this if you will. And the scripture says on, you guessed it, 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 8 says this on this one. Above all, love each other deeply, because love covers over a multitude of sins. So that means she'll be in D.C. next week. So we can have a live stream meeting so the American people can hear your how rude. This is what she wrote on her Twitter. So stupid. Here's why Cruz responded to this. And here he says on his Twitter account, as far as we're concerned, I'd be happy to sit down and visit next week about uniting to stop gun violence and about the Constitution, us Constitution. If we can have a civil and positive conversation in the spirit of 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 8, as you suggested, despite our political differences, that might help resolve the discord in our nation. Trust me. Ted Cruz is right. You, Milano, need to get over with. Because over the weekend, you tried to question the Second Amendment in a huge tweet following news of mass killings that took place last Saturday in Texas. And that's why a 36-year-old suspect shot and killed 7 people. Get it? 7 people? And the Midland Police Department has been announced that a suspect was killed in a police exchange of gunfire shortly after the suspect just tried to carry out the heinous attack. You know what that means. In a tweet responding in a Republican state of Texas, you guessed it, Matt Schlafer, who promised that he would not allow the mass killers act put a damper on the Second Amendment rights of Texans. Now here's what you just wrote. Yeah, little Miss Milano. Can someone cite which passage of the Bible God stated it is God-given right to own a gun? This guy is unbelievable and is currently owned by the gun lobby. Here's Cruz just noted to your silly, stupid tweets and issued a thoughtful response. An excellent cue, worth considering carefully without the snarkiness of your Twitter account. It is, of course, not the right to a modern-day fire alarm. Is God-given, but rather the right to life and the right to liberty. Essential to that right to life is the end. It's the right to defend your life and your liberty. This is what he wrote to you, Milano. To you. Finally, Ted Cruz has it all right all along. Now it was, oh boy. Kudos to you, Ted Cruz. You're on. Because the right to self-defense is recognizing repeatedly in the Bible, which is, you guessed it, Exodus chapter 22, verse 2 says, listen to this. Listen to this. If I could do this, my religious life video blog, or I can do this every Sunday. You know what I'm talking about. After I get out from church, you know what I'm talking about. Now listen to this from Exodus chapter 22, verse 2 says, if a thief is caught breaking in at night and is struck a fatal blow, guess what? The defender is not guilty of a bloodshed. And of note, says verse 3 says, it is murder if during the daylight comes, i.e. not self-defense. That's all I can say. You can and that is why you can read this. You can check this out for yourself over the weekend from theblaze.com and see for yourself. But you know, the moral of my political life video blog story is this: Ted Cruz is right. You try to complain that you Alyssa Milano, you are dead wrong. Did you try to complain about the Second Amendment rights? Give me a break. Now you try to meet with over DC next week, so you will trash Ted Cruz about this gun rights. That does not compute. Ted Cruz will slam the door on your face, since you know what's good for you. So, shut the face, Alyssa Milano. Yeah. Anyways, thank you, Ted Cruz. I really appreciate the thought that counts. Anyways, that's my political life video blog story, and I'm sticking to it. If you want to talk about guns, be my guest. Because my all new Campus Life video blog is up for grabs. next. Stay tuned. And don't forget, brand new media alert, episode 2. Simple Grabs, Sports Week 3.